Hello everyone, my name is Khan, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, The Fire Rises. That's right folks, we are not playing as the National Socialist Movement anymore. At the time of this recording, I'm still trying to figure out whether I should continue it or not, because I already pre-recorded the next episode and I pretty much just liberated all of America. I'm trying to figure out if I should continue on, see what happens next, or if I should just stop from there. But yeah, here we are back in the situation of all the American warlords fighting each other, and we are playing as the APLA. They're beachfront in California. Now, I did a run from this save for up until I would say 2024. No, 2022 or 2023. I don't know, but anyway, and it seemed pretty easy. Excuse me. So what I did was, ever since this whole country's collapsed, I decided to, train all these militias up, because if you look at them,
infantry, gather around me.
They're all in the rookie
Position cleared and under control.
level of experience. So I'm just
All
training
clear.
them up to at least reach veteran or regular. In order to do this, you hold shift and then you press this, or you hold shift and press K, whatever you use for exercise, and you'll get this red button right here. What it basically does is train all the troops, whether they're rookie or trained, all the way up to veteran, which is the highest they can go when it comes to training your troops. Once they reach maximum, that only works if you're in combat. So that's what I'm doing here. Anyway, let's go ahead and read the ideas we have here. So we're led by Michael Prisner, or Prisner, however you say his name. Soldier of the Revolution. War penalty stability modifier plus 10%, division plus 5, defense plus 5. So basically, this guy, he's basically an Iraq war veteran that became radicalized and turned communist. So yeah, if you want to read the whole story, that's entirely up to you. You can just stop here, read the whole thing, but again, that's really up to you. So we are led by the Party for Socialism and Liberation, Octobrists. Now, from what I know, the Octobrists are essentially they compete against the anarchist faction in terms of how dedicated they are to Marxism-Leninism. The Octobrists are the centralist faction when it comes to being the most Marxist, and the anarchists are, on the opposite side of the spectrum in terms of centralization. They're decentralized, hence why they're anarchists. As for the Jacobins, you may think because they're totalitarian socialists that they are committed to more to Marxism-Leninism than the Octobrists. Turns out that's actually not the case. They hold a sense of American nationalism So, from what I've read about them, it's basically like... Oh, how funny this is playing. I'll get into the episode soon, I'm sorry. It's basically similar to current Chinese communism, which right now is merely a mix of like capitalism, corporatism in their cities, and some nationalism too. So I guess it's like this, but you know, in American sense. But then again, my knowledge of Chinese communism and communism in general just sucks. I only know, having read some of Marx and Engels in high school. But anyway, let's put it at 1 speed.
Infantry, gather around me! Infantry, gather around me!
You're going to be put into this followed outline.
All clear.
You're going to have a front line to the guerrilla family, and you're going to be using a file outline for this entire front. So while this plays, let's read this. The Jacobins have emerged from the material realities of the workers' struggle in the USA. Seeing that a great deal of the proletariat under the APLA have been mislabeled as reactionary by the rest of the government for their social views, the Jacobins seek to combine socially conservative views with progressive economic policy, combining American patriotism, see what I mean there, with a socialism. They advocate for socially conservative policies under the idea that social progressivism is neoliberal in nature, corroding the values held dear by the working class. The Octobrists are a collection of Marxist-Leninist groups that have been operating from before the revolution, such as the PSL and the FRSO. Similar to the Jacobins, they too want a dictatorship of the proletariat, the vanguard party made up of ideologically committed communists leading the nation. While inter-party democracy will exist through the form of democratic centralism, the average worker will not have a direct say in government, instead being represented by elected officials. However, they remain committed to the ideas of female empowerment and multiple gender ideology liberation, unlike the Jacobins. The anarchists are the most radical group of them all, wishing to see the immediate transition to communism. See what I mean there, with the comparison? Skipping the stage of socialism. Culturally, they see American culture as reactionary and advocating for a cultural revolution targeting any and all elements. Oh, damn it. Well, you read it all probably before I did, so I guess that does not really matter. But basically, the anarchists advocate for decolonialism, like what you hear probably in mainstream media nowadays, but they want to do that for the entire country. So anything you think of stereotypical Americanism, they're going to get rid of it. Probably Russian Revolution style. And then the last faction, the neoliberals, or the neo-socialists, I'm sorry. Basically, they want to create a layer of progressivism and socialist democracy on top of the current Constitution of the United States. So they're the most liberal of the faction. And I guess in this instance, as we're playing the Jacobites, they're the most reactionary. So, and probably the more based, depending on your views, compared to them, but yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to focus only on guns. 5 for guns. And since we have ports, we can build convoys. We don't really have to worry about building anything at the moment. Just the only thing that matters is training your troops, preparing for the liberation of all California workers. The only thing we have to deal with is try and ideally hold a line against the California State Militia and the Black Guerrilla Army, because you want to try and connect these two pockets with each other. Knock this one out, or snake around to connect with the main group here. Once you do that, just hold the line against them all and... oh crap. It's going. Well, I will be right back.
All clear. All clear. Position cleared and under control.
All right.
All clear. Infantry, gather around me. You got it. Infantry, gather around me.
I'm surprised China's not getting involved. A privately owned world can never be a free world, and a society based upon warring classes cannot stand. United we stand, divided we fall. establish the DDR. We must protect the achievements of the revolution from being stolen and tarnished, especially by the bourgeois agents infiltrating our ranks. The Department of the Defense of the Revolution will become a powerful guardian for the people. Create an intelligence agency and unlock these dissidents. We don't want to avoid copyright like that. And here come our volunteers.
Position under control. Out.
This open now, so what we're trying to do is obviously Jacobins as much as we can.
You got it.
Canada leaves NATO. Yep. The fire is rising, boys. Conflict between militias.
All clear.
It has come to the attention of the Committee for the Preservation of the Revolution that recent tensions between the anarchist Cat Girl Brigade. Oh my gosh. If they're so revolutionary, why would they get something from Cat Girls? Which, if you think about it, they've been formed with the influence of anime, or Japanese anime, which in this instance would be, in the context of the APLA, would be bourgeois stuff. So, I find it just completely ironic. It's just... Okay. Between the anarchist Catgirl Brigade and the Jacobin John Brown Brigade have escalated to an all-out firefight, with the infighting claiming the lives of 4 members. Although both units have been put under military arrest and are being held in activity at the San Francisco-based area by military police, it is only indicative of a larger problem. What they want us to do is blame either side in order to gain PP for either side, or just ignore it. What we're gonna do is blame the anarchists. Those ARA folks are to blame for this. Jacobin popularity. And with that, rally.
Go, go, go! Position under control. Out. All clear. Infantry, gather around me. Position under control. Out.
From gangsters to revolutionaries. Santa Rosa has finally fallen, and while the battle for the city had been raging on for several long days, the fighting ended abruptly once their forces had reached the center of the city. The reason being is that, alongside his lieutenants, the Black Guerrilla family boss, Taven White, surrendered peacefully and without resistance. This came as a surprise to our soldiers. The game had been fighting tooth and nail resisting our advance, but once in custody, Mr. Wright requested to speak with an officer. The officer he spoke to sent Mr. White's message to the high command of the army, the message being an offer of the BGF's loyalty and service in exchange for a full pardoning of all the organization's members. Anarchists, Octoberists. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. They're just criminals. Why would you want to do that?
Under control. Out.
Build a bureaucracy. Increase legitimacy. Nature of the agency as socialist security. In the chaos of the Second American Civil War, the provisional government of the APLA has come to face a dire question. With anarchy engulfing many major cities and towns, countless citizens have demanded for stability to return to their communities. Such demands must be met in order to ensure the legitimacy of the APLA in the eyes of the population. As such, the main debate amongst the provisional government is the nature of such a force, whether it be a centralized force, akin to the NKVD or Stasi, acting as the sword and shield of the revolution against reactionaries that seek to disrupt and destroy the socialist project, or for resources to be provided to communities where they can self-govern and reinforce their existing self-defense groups. Central Police Force. So like the NSM and the PF, you have this balance of power. Centralism is with the Octoberists and the Jacobins. Decentralists are for the opposite sides. So we want that. We've got more, so command equipment.
Position under control. Out. Infantry, gather around me. All clear.
Red Cross request entry. Entry denied, gain Jacobin popularity.
Infantry, gather around me. Infantry, gather around me. Position under control. Out. All clear.
Gain Jacobin support. Fringe volunteers arrive.
Infantry, gather around me.
Armed reinforcements arrive.
Position cleared and under control. You got it. Roger that. Roger that.
Revolutionary justice. Create a proper court system. We're going to focus on the military branch for now. Formation of the youth brigades. Encourage loyalty, cooperation, and service. Gosh, I really hate that cat girl picture.
Infantry, gather around me.
President of Russia is dead. Okay.
All clear.
Formation of the Liberation Army. New Zealand strong. New Zealand stronger. Our army is the strongest. Okay. Permit international brigades.
You got it. Position cleared and under control.
President of the state that is sensitive for me to say the name of because I'm new to it. Here's a state of emergency. Russell Bentley arrives with Donbass volunteers. Exploded.
All clear. Position under control. Out. Position cleared and under control. Roger that.
Chinese special forces land. At least they're on our side.
You got it. Position under control. Out.
Import Chinese equipment. Chinese influence +5.
Position under control. All clear.
Skunk Works manufacturing strike. Crush the strike. PLA in California? Yes, sir. Okay. intro. You can go ahead and read that if you want it. But basically, it's like a meeting of all the APLA delegates from all parties visiting Bing Chiling. That's it. Suburban Exodus. Doesn't really matter what you pick. This would help us here.
Follow me, man. Control restored. Well done. Infantry, gather around me. Infantry, gather around me. Infantry, gather around me. Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Position under control. Out.
Empire burning. I fear that one day someone might do the same to my country. Okay. It doesn't really matter.
You got it. Follow me, man.
Soldiers army.
All clear. Roger that. Mount up! Move out! Go, go, go!
Dawn patrol. Air Force escorted flashes into dusk. Doesn't really matter what happens here.
Control. All clear. Position cleared and under control. Go, go, go! All clear. You got it. Go, go, go!
You're going to be training until your maximum level. Red Terror, Fire socialism shall never go out.
Control restored. Well done.
Zyuganov victorious in Russian elections. Looks like we're facing a real-life Red Dawn boys and girls
All clear.
and whoever. This is interesting. Okay, Taiwan. See where they are. Victory Parade in Sacramento. Socialism's second chance.
Position cleared and under control.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Well,
All clear. Position under control. Out.
direct revolutionary friendship. I think they just get into a relationship. I don't know what that is, but okay. And Mexico dissolves into a civil war.
Position cleared and under control.
Well, we're off to a good start so far as the APLA. We managed to get all of California, and next episode we will finish up our stuff here. I think we're gonna get started right away into convening the Workers' Congress, or we'll focus on our economy. I think we'll do the economy. I don't know. We'll do economy, then we'll do centralizing the authority as the Jacobins, and yeah, we'll go from there. Already the world is breaking apart. Red Dawn. It's literally Red Dawn, boys. Okay. Okay, I think I'll just cut it off there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next episode. Take care, and bye-bye.